What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Marlo, and we back with another one. I've been reacting to Israel and Iran, they little conflict and how we intervened and stuff like that. But I heard that they were supposed to come to a ceasefire agreement, and somebody broke the agreement, or they both sent bombs or something. So we better see what Trump got to say. Let's get into the video.
Straight to a Fox News alert. President Trump says he's unhappy with both Israel and Iran, saying both nations violated their bilateral ceasefire agreement.
The president warning Israel that any military action will go against the deal after a senior Israeli official told Fox News that they will have to retaliate with force against Iran's missiles.
So the president right now is heading to the Netherlands to meet with NATO leaders. Here's what he said right before he left. Watch.
I don't think so, but I'm not happy that Israel's going out now. There was one rocket that I guess was fired overboard. It was after the time limit, and it missed its target. And now Israel's going out. These guys got to calm down. Ridiculous.
How are you going to respond at the ceasefire?
I didn't like plenty of things I saw yesterday. I didn't like the fact that Israel unloaded right after we made the deal. They didn't have to unload. And I didn't like the fact that the retaliation was very strong. But in all fairness, Israel unloaded a lot. And now I hear Israel just went out because they felt it was violated by one rocket that didn't land anywhere. That's not what we want, I'll tell you. And I'm telling you, I'm not happy about that, Israel, either. All I do is play both sides. I'm going now, as you know, to NATO. Some of you are going with me, and I think it's going to be successful. We'll see. I'll let you know.
Are you going to be the agreement? It's a new dawn in the Middle East, thanks to the agreement you managed to achieve. What are your future plans for the region, for Saudi Arabia, Israel, Gaza, be hostages?
Look, you're asking me about women in the Middle East. It's getting a lot better. Things are happening at a high level. As you know, Saudi Arabia has done a really good job. It's coming out far faster than I thought. So we're very happy about what's happening with women in the Middle East.
No, I'm talking about a new zone in the Middle East that you managed to achieve last night.
Yeah.
It's in, the region is going to a new place with the specific agreements. Can you talk what's the future plan for Gaza, with the hostages?
Yeah. It's a new dawn. I appreciate the question. You're very nice. Who are you?
Thank you. I'm Naria Cross, an Israeli channel for 2 years.
Well, we have to have Israel calm down because they went on a mission this morning. I got to get Israel to calm down now.
Do you guys speak with
And Iran probably calmed down because we blew up 3 of their nuclear facilities, and they tried to come back at us, and we shot them out the air. So, they didn't notice, calm down a little bit.
Did you talk to Prime Minister Netanyahu last night?
I think everybody.
You know, both sides not to violate the ceasefire, but reports coming from the
Trump kind of showing, if you got power, why not use it,
suggest that the sides accuse each other for violating the ceasefire. So
I think
what
they
do
both
you
violated it. I'm not sure they did it intentionally. They couldn't rein people back. I don't like the fact that Israel went out this morning at all, and I'm going to see if I can stop it. So as soon as I get away from you, I'm going to see if I can stop it, okay?
Because how confident are you that Iran is be completely demolished?
I think it's been completely demolished. I think the reason we're here is because those B-2 pilots did an unbelievable job. And, the fake news, like CNN in particular, they're trying to say, well, I agree that it was destroyed, but maybe not that destroyed. You know what they're doing? They're really hurting great pilots that put their lives in the line. CNN is scum, and so is MSDNC. They're all, and frankly, the networks aren't much better. It's all fake news, but they should not have done that. Those pilots hit their targets. Those targets were obliterated, and the pilots should be given credit. They're not after the pilots, they're after me. They want to try and demean.
You don't believe that Iran can rebuild its nuclear program?
No, Iran will never rebuild its nuclear. From there? Absolutely not. That place is under rock. That place is demolished. The B-2 pilots did their job. They did it better than anybody could even imagine. They hit late in the evening. It was dark with no moon, and they hit that target with every one of those things, and that place is gone. But when I see CNN all night long, they're trying to say, well, maybe it wasn't really as demolished as we thought. It was demolished. You take a look at the pinpricks and you see that place is gone. And I will say, I think CNN ought to apologize to the pilots of the B-2s. I think that MSDNC ought to apologize. I think these guys really, these networks and these cable networks are real losers. You really are. You're real ugly.
Israel says that they violated the peace.
You're gutless losers. I say that to CNN because I watch it. I have no choice. I got to watch that garbage. It's all garbage. It's all fake news. But I think CNN is a gutless group of people. And the people that run it, nobody even knows it's been sold so many times. But the people that run it ought to be ashamed. MSDNC, a guy named Brian Roberts, he heads it. He's a disgrace. He's a weak, pathetic disgrace.
Says that Iran violated the peace agreement, the ceasefire agreement. Do you believe that Iran is still committed to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel was committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say, okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because the one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the they're doing. Do you understand that?
Wow, and that's what a lot of people are talking about, the expletive at the end, but that's he just being honest.
Yeah, that is honest though. Like they
just went on air.
They at war. They don't know what. Like, come on now. Like,
and I said, I haven't seen you this upset in a while. What's really going on?
Israel wanted it to end so bad, but then when it do, y'all.
The prime minister is bringing all the planes back. I said, why are you so frustrated with Israel? And he says, because he didn't feel like it was good faith. That even though they still had some time until the ceasefire, that they essentially unloaded on Iran. I said, what about Iran as it relates to some of the reports that they're still doing their program? He says they got to save face for the country. They still got to appear to be strong. But he goes, their program is done. He said, our pilots fixed all of that when they hit their targets there. But he goes, I'm not happy with both of them, but more so Israel, because he goes, it's over, it's done. The program is done.
Well, and he also said in that press conference that he's upset with Israel because Iran targeted them after the ceasefire, but it was one missile that went nowhere, he said. So for Israel to retaliate against that when nothing happened with that Iranian missile, he doesn't feel like that was in Israel's, they shouldn't have done that, he said.
I'm all for Israel hitting every target possible within those final 8 hours. They got about 100 launchers hiding under tunnels. There's other people. There's other assassinations got to take place. These nuclear scientists got to go. These higher commands got to go. They spent their entire existence trying to kill Israelis and kill us. And now with the president referring to, and I think he's right, I don't know if they can do it, but when you have Iran's chief nuclear scientist, Mohammad Eslami, say on Tuesday, they're going to immediately tell Mir News they're immediately going to start again with their nuclear program. I mean, that's like in your face to us and to Israel.
Well, we knew they were going to do that. We saw those trucks removing some of the enriched uranium out of the facilities. Mike Tobin confirmed that. Exactly. So where is that enriched uranium? We saw those 5 planes go in from China, go into Iran. Did they take enriched uranium back to China to protect it while Iran was preparing to get blasted? Where is that enriched uranium? But I have faith in this president, and I appreciate hearing him say they will never have nuclear facilities again.
But here's the other issue. They have to stop financing all their proxies. Ceasefire's great, but if you want to get to the next step, I don't know how you enforce this. Hamas can't get another dollar, Houthis can't get another dollar, and Hezbollah can't get another dollar. They did not back Iran when the chips were down. Either did Russia and North Korea, either did China. So we got to make sure that they just can't reconstitute and we're not back here in 18 months.
But if they do, Israel has great intelligence. We have intelligence. We would know where it is. And look what our military did on Saturday. They could do that again.
Well, but it's very hard to take down what they did with Hezbollah. There's only going to be one pager operation, one walkie-talkie operation. They can't do this again. They cannot get rocketed from both sides. And Hamas has got to be finished And in a couple of weeks, I guess they're going to look to talk and get the final hostages out. But they have no more money flowing to them right now, no more money flowing to Hezbollah. If that stays the same, then we could watch these guys wither. Lebanon could actually get Lebanon back.
Brian, you know, from an ideology standpoint, I agree with you. I agree with you that this is something that is deeply rooted in the radical Islamic ideology there in Iran, and they're never going to stop. But I do see the president's point of you got to give peace a shot, because he's not only dealing with Iran, but he also has to at least appear to the Muslim world, to the UAE, to Egypt, to Jordan, that he's trying to get a close to this. So working a lot of different factions.
But as you know, Iran is enemies to all those countries.
100%.
They just don't want to come out and say it.
Because of their people.
Right.
The Ayatollah. Most of the Iranians don't like this regime, but they have a lot of power.
The mullahs and the clerics.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here.
That's the video, y'all, and I believe that's the latest update on it. We're gonna see what Trump got to say when he get back from meeting with NATO. So stay tuned. Like I always say, God bless you.